The velvet moon is rising high above the pines, a silver glow that traces out the winter lines. My darling, hold me close before the fire dies. I see the constellation dancing in your eyes. The world outside is frozen in a silent sleep, but here within a promise that I mean to keep. The clock upon the mantle strikes a lonely hour, while frost begins to bloom like a white winter flower. I remember how we danced when the leaves were green. Now we're the only shadows that can still be seen. The snow may pile against our sturdy wooden door, but I've never loved you any more than this for sure. The seasons turn their pages one by one beneath the pale and distant winter sun. But time can't touch the warmth we've made together in this house of love, through any kind of weather. Cover the ground, as long as in your arms my only home is found. Though icy winds may howl across the lonely plain, our love will burn like embers through the winter rain. Tomorrow when we wake to see remember the magic of this frozen night. A million diamonds scattered on the garden path, beyond the reach of winter's cold and bitter wrath. I'll wrap you in my coat and keep you from the chill, until the world begins to turn and time stands still. Even if the stars should lose their ancient light, I will be your beacon in the darkest night. No valley is too deep, no mountain is too high. Underneath this vast and frozen winter sky, oh, let the eternal frost cover the ground. As long as in your arms my only home is found. Though icy winds may howl across the lonely plain, our love will burn like embers through the winter rain. As long as you are mine, through the frost and time.
leaves have turned to gray and fallen to the earth. A quiet wind is whispering for all it's worth. I walk the empty shoreline where we used to run, now waiting for the rising of a winter sun. The coffee's getting cold inside my shaking hands, tracing patterns in the frost like shifting sands. I see a face in every window that I pass, a ghost of summer hiding deep behind the glass. You said that you'd be back before the first snowfall, but now the silence is the loudest sound of all. The radio is playing our favorite old-time blues, but darling, I'm the only one who has to lose. I look up at the gray and heavy clouds. Is wrapped in winter shrouds. I'm calling out your name into the hollow air, but there is no one left to hear my lonely prayer. It's just the winter's grace falling on my skin, a hollow place where all the memories begin. I'm wrapped in shadows of the ghost you left behind, searching for the pieces that I'll never find. Maybe in the spring when the rivers start to flow, I'll find the strength to finally let your memory go. But for now the ice is holding everything in place, like the cold expression on your departing face. I'll stay right here beneath this weeping willow tree until the winter finally sets my spirit free. Oh, the grace of the cold. It's a story that's never been told, of a heart that was bought and then sold in the middle of the winter's gray. It's just the winter's grace falling on my skin, a hollow place where all the memories begin. I'm wrapped in shadows of the ghost you left behind, searching for the pieces that I'll never find. Winter's grace falling down.
Concrete canyons paved in sheets of jagged ice. I'm rolling through the city, rolling like the dice. The steam is rising up from the subway grades below, chasing after visions in the swirling winter snow. I've got the heater cranked and the radio on 10. I'm looking for the magic that I felt way back when. The yellow cabs are sliding down the avenue. Everything is changing, but I'm still stuck on
thoughts begin to crawl across the floor. I don't hear your footsteps at the bottom of the door. The champagne has gone flat and the candles burned away. I'm left with all the things that I was too afraid to say. The city lights are twinkling like diamonds in the dark, but they can't heal the damage or reignite the spark. I touch the empty pillow where your head used to lie, and listen to the winter wind begin its lonely cry. We built a palace made of glass and dreams so very tall, but we never realized how easily it could all fall. Now I'm standing in the ruins of a love that was so grand, sifting through the frozen dust with a trembling hand. Oh, the silence is a mountain I can't climb. I'm running out of breath and running out of time. The cold is sinking deep into my very soul, and I'm losing all the pieces, losing all control. Crystal tears are falling from a frozen sky. I never had the chance to say a last goodbye. Like a diamond in the rough, our love was meant to stay, but now you're just a shadow drifting far Gather up the fragments of the life we used to know and bury them beneath the thick and heavy winter snow. Perhaps 1,000 years from now, someone else will find the evidence of a love that we both left behind. But for me, the calendar is frozen on today, the day the sun stops shining and you walked away. I'm calling
counting the midnight embers, waiting for the dawn. The warmth of your soft whispers is finally gone. I'm just a lonely traveler in the winter air, breathing in the silence of a love that isn't there. I pull my jacket tighter as the shadows start to grow, watching my own breath turn into clouds of misty snow. I remember the coffee shop where we spent the afternoon, staring at the winter sky and the rising of the moon. You wore that oversized sweater that I always liked so much, and my heart would skip a beat at the slightest little touch. Now the street is empty and the lights are turning low, and I've got nowhere left for a lonely man to go. It's a long, cold night in the 90s late home, trying to find some shelter from the winter rain. A slow and steady flame, but I'm the only one left here to whisper your name. Counting the midnight embers, waiting for the dawn. The warmth of your soft whispers is finally gone. I'm just a lonely traveler in the winter air, breathing in the silence of a love that isn't there. Maybe it was timing, or maybe it was fate, but I'm standing at the station and the train is running late. I look at all the faces, but I never see your own. Just a sea of strangers making me feel more alone. Oh, I'll keep the fire burning in the corner of my heart, even if the winter keeps us worlds and worlds apart. Don't let the embers die. No, no. When it's so cold without you, baby, I'm still here. Counting the midnight embers, waiting for the dawn. The warmth of your soft whispers is finally gone. I'm just a lonely traveler in the winter air, breathing in the silence of a love that isn't midnight embers.
I'm staring